Beginning with the S&P 500. Interesting things we're beginning to see on the S&P. We have divergences on momentum, on the momentum of the index of price volume trend, on MACD line, on MACD histogram, you name it. You name it. We've come above this long-term monthly resistance trend line. We tested it here. We put in a reversal. We zoomed up. Hesitation candle put in on the Friday the 29th of May. It's the daily. The weekly, of course, still looks very strong. The monthly. But this is not ideal buying territory at these heights with these kind of divergences. And if we move on to our breadth indicators, NIAD, new high in price, no new high in the cumulative advanced decline. Issues or volume, neither issues nor volume confirming these new highs. And this has been diverging for a while. NAHL though, the Nasdaq new highs minus the new lows. Happy as Larry. That's a big positive. Rinia, you could say it's a negative divergence, but we're floating around in generally bullish territory. Ditto bullish percentage specs. Ditto percentage stocks in the S&P over their 50-day moving average, although this finished up high, this finished up low. Tech stocks against the broad market. Advancing, a little momentum divergence, but new highs, confirming. So we've got not confirming, strong, middle ground, confirming, not confirming, confirming and strong. XLY against XLP. We're a long way from new highs, and we've double tapped this high here. So that's the potential resistance. And the stock market against bonds, not making a new high yet in our ratio. Rates though have continued to fall, which has relieved the pressure on the market, and we've helped cause this rally, as well as this little pickup in gold here. So, all being said, I would probably, given we're at these extended levels, there's a daily hesitation candle, there's all these divergences. Breadth is in many ways not confirming. I'd be tempted to look for a short. If you were long, again, the red line, we shouldn't come back really too much to this long-term red trend line. So, long or short, I mean, you've got an idea, an indication of where I would be taking interest on the long and the short side. Dollar, spike down. Closed just above these wicks around the midpoint. Go down to the hourly. There it is. There's the big divergence. But we've come right back up into resistance, so this is something that needs to be resolved. What do you do at resistance? Well, you're short. Does it look super strong on the weekly? Not especially. On the daily? Not especially. Unless you're saying, well, this is, a flag. In which case we shouldn't break the low of this flag. Silver. Yeah, the pain continues for silver. No clear resolution. Rates have been going up. Dollar's been floating. And so what we've had is this range of pain. If you traded that successfully, I suppose you love it. But for most people, it's a range of pain. You can see that there was the... oh no, not quite. I thought that was going to be a negative reversal, but not quite. Look at me jumping the gun. Honestly. You'd have to hope that was head, left shoulder, right shoulder on the daily. And again, we're pinned exactly at this sort of pivot box area. No clear signal. It's the end of the day data. It's not doing great. We've not put in a negative reversal there. We have there. MACD is positively crossed, but green. So if this is an impulsive, then a retracement, you wouldn't want it to go below, I suppose, maybe about there. It's not massively clear. Any signals on the weekly helping us out? No. It's all a bit of a muddle. It's the range of pain still, without any massively clear signals, I think. Semiconductors. There's the reversal, new high, continuing to diverge, continuing to diverge, continuing to diverge. Yeah, not much to say about that. Crude oil starts on the weekly. Again, the big run up, and now like silver, the big box of pain. If we go on the weekly closes, what you actually get is that. And then we've just back tested this low here, and rejected. If you do some on the highs, you'll get something different, I suppose. But that's our weekly. I thought this might be an inverted head and shoulders, but we came up, approached the neckline, and then failed. We're under the 14s. We're trending down. Everything's pointing down. We're under 50. We're under 0. We're under the 33. We're crossed. We're all negatively. There's not a great reason to buy from the charts, unless we hold 87. New York cocoa. Well, hecky thump, look at that. We came into this resistance and shorted out once more. I don't think there's going to be a huge resumption in the uptrend on cocoa. I've not been paying attention to fundamentals recently. There's this one person I follow on Twitter who's a cocoa expert. But then again, with the fundamentals anticipating this, you know, you'd have to go back and see. I can't be bothered. I don't think there's any massive clues on the weekly. Daily, again, looks short. If it breaks this purple resistance, then it's long. If then. Ditto natural gas. We spiked once, we spiked twice, we rejected. If we can break the high of this spike, 2968, that would be a long call. Otherwise, it's looking a bit more short-worthy on the daily. The weekly, why do I always do that? I need to go to the continuous to look at the weekly for some reason. The futures contract has the most horrendous data, but then look how good look how good this looks. This looks significantly more bullish, doesn't it? Wow, that's really good. And look, if we got over 30.78, that's what I said, and we closed at 32.85. So that's all looking a lot better, isn't it? Interesting. So you want to see if this high, in the immediate context, you want to see if this high holds. Or if we need to come back down lower or whatever. There was some negative divergences. But the last thing here, from here to here, was your positive reversal. That could be more significant. We're above the 14s. Things are tilting upwards. We're above 0, we're above 33, we're above 50. So, I would be so tempted on the long side, I think. What on earth have I got here? Oh, financials. Let's have a look. They've been underperforming for a while compared to the broad stock market. And tech, obviously. Is this curling around, testing the underside, falling down? RSI's hovering at exactly the 50. MSD's under 0. Composite index is above its level and it's positively crossed. A mixed picture. I mean, what is there to say? We're above the 14s, but they're pointing down, so not much to say about that. Daily. So we come into this messy zone here. We spiked, we closed up. If this fails, it's bad news. It's bad news. If we lose that, that would be bad news. We've got a double top here on these wicks. Maybe it'll want to take that. Those are two levels I would want to be watching, I think. No, hang on. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. It makes it a lot clearer, doesn't it? So you can construct an if-then statements. We're ranging until proven otherwise. That's all. That's about all. Is it worth... Well, there's the shot in rates. Gold-silver ratio, not massively helpful. Slightly stronger against gold. Miners against gold. Closed up a bit. Nah, there's not much. There's not